send this to
So what would usually happen?
Therapists. One will contact me.
If I were on a mat, is my leg position would be different. And here's what. So no, you're fine, right where you are. What I'm trying to point out is I think it's more awkward to do this on the table than it is on the mat. But the difference is this leg would be bent and your knee would be almost like up here, which means that you'd lower over him to be able to like mobilize more. That. And you see how the position is different?
Oh, yeah.
The position is
I was
different.
doing that or you walk?
Yes.
Oh,
I feel like I can.
oh, that's comfortable. That is comfortable.
But that's the thing, I'm just modifying it for the table. That's all.
How's that?
Like
I said, you can actually still.
Yeah, I like that. That feels really good.
Well, my legs were off the table.
So when your legs are up like that, when you're on a mat particularly, here's what also happens. You can shift your body weight and press up on your knees to lift your body up more so you can sink back. There's like movement involved.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Let
me just go and do a little bit of releasing here. Right?
There you go. This is me, I do this all the time. They think I'm working on them. I'm like,
That?
yeah. Or like stretching and moving or doing what looks like some kind of yoga pose while I work.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah. Good for you, good for her.
You like the rock?
So for me, again, I have cultural context. I know what's going on. People came into the Thai massage jam. I'll give you a quick example. Yoga teachers. Yoga teachers have a different cultural context. We had the Thai massage jam at a local yoga studio. And I've got, 20 to 25-year-olds. There's like 20 of us in a room all working. People are just sprawled out on mats working on each other. Yoga teacher comes in. She's like, yeah, she, I guess, had a good time. The next day there was a meeting for the yoga studio. And I said, hey, you made it out to the Thai massage jam. What'd you think? And she's like, I thought it was an orgy. And all I could think was like,
We're all clothed.
I think you've been to some really substandard orgies. Because I think orgy means something other than what we were doing at the Thai massage jam. And I had to think about it. Here's what happens. So massage therapists are used to touch. Do yoga teachers touch?
How's that on the knee joint?
Yeah, joints are fine.
Way less touch, unless they do the hands-on assists.
Right.
And then it's like everybody's mat is separate. No, this is my mat. This is my space. Thai massage jam was like, yeah, go ahead. That's what she meant. It had nothing to do with sexuality. It's like, she's a yoga teacher. How much touch do we have in American culture?
Not enough.
Well, unfortunately, when it shows up on the goddamn news, it's because some guy's being approved for the fucking excuse my language, Supreme Court. Yeah, his level of touch, depending on who you ask, was not very fucking good. So the thing is, like, we're dealing with touch in like this epic form. In fact, the only time I have to think about this occasionally, cultural context. The only time I've ever been anywhere where I've seen as much touch as I do at Thai Massage Jam was at a rave in New Orleans in 1997 with people on ecstasy, okay? Because it's touch.
That's really nice.
She's like, oh, come on, Mike. You can't talk about the biopsychosocial model in MDMA. But people aren't used to touch, so it's like it's a weird context, right? Now in massage, we touch people. Too long of a hug? How dare you?
They were like, let go, and I was like, what's happening?
Oh, funny.
Sorry.
When people deal with massage, typically, like we're in a class, so it's a different context. People they're in private. Thai massage jam is completely public. Like people will say they're like, Thai massage jam, what the hell is that? I'm like, dude, you just said naked? I'm like, oh no. Everyone's but cultural context
in time, you just don't even think about it anymore. Just feel the tension and work it out. Oh, that was really good.
Is that your turn? Yeah, just
my left side is more tender than my right side.
Yes. What side
Do you do?
Right
fine.
It's not much.
No, it's good.
Do you feel like
Fly that way.
you want
That's
more
what
or
I
less?
Thank you.
Try a little more.
You okay?
So does the elbow feel deeper than the knee than I did? Okay.
So like you started with
more isolated.
Yeah.
I mean, the knee felt good to start with.
This is just gonna be
So I would try more like firm
More?
and deep.
okay.
No, I like that more firm version of it too, so.
Yes.
No, a little bit more firm. Yeah.
This is what you look
Exactly.
Once you have access to all of your limbs, there's more like creative options, like where I stuck my foot out, like on our IT band. Tons of creativity. My teacher taught me basic sequences, and in the last formal class I took what's called creative play. And we just kind of improvised for 2 days on a mat, like just different kinds of. What I remember was my teacher taught me rudiments and then made it completely fine for me to improvise. Ask for feedback, and then that's really how my practice developed. The practice only got interesting when I quit following the rules, and I made it weird. I was like, well, what about this? And I was like, I have an area to press on, and I go, of all my available tools, how can I position them to make it more effective and make it easier on my body? And when I kept doing that, the work shifted. It looked less and less like what I think of as traditional Thai massage. People would get a session with me, massage therapists in particular. They'd come in, they'd get a session, and they would completely freak out. And go, dude, I don't understand. I do not understand what you just did. I do not understand what you just did. And I said, hey, you've had Thai massage before, right? And they're like, yeah, but that was not Thai massage. And I went, well, like, what's the difference? And they're like, every time I had a Thai massage, they always do a sequence. You just worked on me. And I go, yeah, no, the sequence is just like a stepping off point. Once you understand how to like use movement to search for people's bodies, then you just apply the session to her. Like, it's very common or obvious to massage therapists. You don't do the same sequence you were taught in school. There are pieces of it that you made your own.
I don't know if I can withstand the yoga pose or not.
That's good. Right in here. Jostle, or you want to stab it?
Try looking if your legs are deeper. There you go.
Which side you want?
See, just a little bit.
Either way.
Either your body.
Huh? It's
Should
pretty
our
good.
hand sit
You
both
can
of our
probably
face
pull
down?
it, too.
Right. Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Lean a little bit onto,
Lean.
like in, yeah. There you go, perfect, right there, okay? It gives them more pressure.
Okay.
Good, that's good there.
And take that.
So hard on you?
No, but I think it's just gonna take more practice.
Do you prefer
I thought it was
it was easier for me when I got up.
Try to do that.
But it's, you have to try everything.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna
That
take
feels
more
really
practice.
good. Yeah. You gotta like jostling a little better.
Your hair?
No.
Was that the shape? That was it. Try the other one. I'm gonna try the other way. Okay.
It's time to softly throw in my knee.
What's that?
It's
Yeah.
time to softly throw in my knee.
Other than sitting between their legs, all the rest of it you can do while they're draped.
Okay.
Under sheets, under blanket, They could be like completely covered and you just get on top.
Take practice.
Oh, that's good.
Right here.
So you got.
Yep.
I
I
know.
know, so you were just
I
using
know.
your hands or your.
I was just using my hands, yeah.
So try this here. So lift up that leg. Lift like, oh, yeah. So it's more comfortable.
Okay.
And I'm actually getting more work on my adductors at the same time.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you can just lean with your body just going forward, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Ugh.
Just trying to stack my hair out on my stack my
Maybe the hard hand.
Does that feel okay to you?
Yeah.
Does it go lower?
Oh, see right there.
Does it go lower?
Right here? I'm actually throwing
Okay, how does that feel to you so far?
Feels good. That's good.
That's good.
What's that?
Like this spot.
That was a really good spot.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot more tension on this one. It's really hard. Yeah, you can transfer and just how's that?
Try Jocelyn. Try
Okay,
Jocelyn.
is that okay?
Good. Maybe a little less. I'm not sure.
That's what you're letting me know if it's too much of a point.
Robert, show her how she could possibly put more weight in her elbow into my
Okay.
glutes. Because I'm
So-
feeling a lot of the pressure.
Everybody's different,
Okay.
and here's what the challenge is.
Lots of people.
What I would do is this. Can you put your left foot on the floor?
That's good right there.
If we were doing this on a mat, it would be completely different. I want you to lean into your feet and lift your hips up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So if you place your body up above, you can let gravity pull you down and in.
Right.
That's why I like mat work. Compressions are deeper.
Yes.
Better?
I feel like I have more options. When I'm on a table, I have to like improvise now on this structure.
Okay.
It also depends on like the size of the client and my body size as well.
So right here, there's lateral.
Some people couldn't take any more pressure, so I could lean over,
Yeah, I feel a lot now.
leaning to the side.
Oh,
Other people want more pressure. When I want to work less, so stack myself on top. And right here, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one's a lot easier than.
But the body mechanics on this would change. It would look different. I always tell people when I'm sitting like this, I call it hug fin. Because I always feel like I was fishing off a pier when my legs bend.
That's good.
And I know you're there.
Yeah.
It's got a different vibe to it.
It's a different angle.
Pressure.
It's
IT
good.
bands.
It's a good spot too.
Outer leg,
Feel
Fastest
similar.
laterals.
I don't feel.
Down towards.
Yeah, it's easy to do the
There's
pressure
like
like this.
IT.
That's.
That feels like
When we're shutting my feet on the ground, I'm kind of.
Good spot right there.
Oh yeah, it's near
Minimum
It's like you're hitting the same
or
spot
left,
still.
medium.
a different angle, and it's not as very dark.
I was just gonna say,
Maybe that's
you better
just
go to
more-
the, yeah, on the other side.
there.
Yeah, please.
So that's okay.
Squish you.
A little more pressure. Is
So-
that too much?
Ladies, how do you
Okay, that's
guys
good.
feel about having like more options to be able to use your knees?
That'd be good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Does it help expand things a little bit?
Yes.
What I notice is using my legs and feet, I can work on like a first time female client. I can do like leg work. I can take my heels and put them like right on her ischial tuberosities, or use my foot or hands.
Well,
I can use different body parts to basically use my knees and feet to get down like towards like her ischial tuberosities and her hips and gluteals.
Yeah.
That if I put my hands there, she'd feel uncomfortable. But when I use my knees and feet, it has a different resonance. People go, oh, it's fine. They're using their knees. Does that make sense? Yeah. It gives you more options. It feels like you're a little more deft in like dealing with cultural context and figuring out what's going to be appropriate or not. I'll do a lot of work where I sit on people. And sitting on people, how do we feel about putting that in our marketing and advertising?
I wouldn't say those words.
They don't have cultural context for it. So I've shot some videos. At the Time Massage Jam one night, this young lady came in. I think her name was Emma. Emma walked in. She just got out of massage school. She's like, I want to do mat work. And I'm like, well, damn, you don't hear that every day?
Yeah.
How do you know that exists? And it's like, well, she came in her first Time Massage Jam. I was like, Emma, if I work on you, can I film it? And I set up my phone and I basically like sat on her for 45 minutes. Oh, her gluteals and IT band were very different, trust me. Big, broad structure, right? Now, I floated that video to see how people would respond, and I had a bunch of fans, like therapists who were like, oh, you know what clients will let you do this. Because there's more of a cultural context for me in Texas than there was 2 years ago. Students didn't come in and say, I want to do mat work. Mat work wasn't even an option 2 years ago.
It is right on the edge.
It's better. Is that okay for you?
Does it feel like less here?
I'm just leaning.
Leaning.
No,
Okay.
it's more
Do
on
you
the
wanna
left
move
side.
anywhere? No, let's go more towards the iliac crest. So up. Okay, yeah, that's good right there.
There?
Yeah.
Want to jostle or you want to stay?
Step.
Oh, that was great.
Nick, how's IT band?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay.
No, you're fine. It's gonna be tender.
More, there's more pressure on the glute.
Kicking.
Do you need less?
No,
Okay.
it's just a lot more significant for that.
That's good.
You working here.
Yes, please.
Right there. Just keep it there. Yeah, right there.
Like, well, better play with me than your clients.
Practitioner, I think in Seattle, had a Facebook interaction with him, and he said, I took some classes in Thai massage, and I really love it. Like, I
How's this
wish
feel?
I could do it in my practice. And I said, well, why don't you do it in your practice? And he's like,
In
well,
one sacrum or
in, I think he was in Portland or Seattle. He's like, in
Oh,
Seattle,
that's
there are
great.
people of Thai ancestry here who do Thai
Oh.
massage, and they do it for like $40 an hour.
pretty sure it's
So
cheap.
Yeah.
people's conception of like Thai massage is like I'd be competing at a price point of like $40 an hour, whereas they charge more. He's like, what should I do? And I'm like, charge more. And he's like, dude, what about these Thai people who are only charging $40 an hour? I'm like, tell them to contact me. I'll help them with the marketing.
That's right.
They could be making more money.
Yeah.
They
But
should be
it's
making more money.
packaging and marketing. When we get to lunch and I show you the videos, you'll see what I'm discussing. Like,
It's better having.
there's a lot of nuance to how things are packaged and sold to people. It sets up like their
Yeah.
preconceived notions. It sets
Yes,
up
I know.
parameters for what they think they get.
Exactly.
I wouldn't typically use this as like the main photo on my
Yeah.
Think of
website.
what you're gonna fix.
I just
Yeah,
think
that's
that
like,
could-
like press your
It's just you're building impressions in their mind.
How we were in?
Yeah, because then it gets all of this.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Comes the stretch.
Good.
It's like you're not even doing this, right?
And it feels good.
It's like you're not even doing
It's actually
this.
perfect.
No.
Because it's a really good spot.
You can read the magazine.
Hey guys, thanks for viewing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll get to it as I can. We have a full day today until 5 p.m. CST. So if you guys have questions, I'll try to answer.
could run 3 hours too.
What else? Oh, we're having lunch today. I made curry for everybody. So you may catch part of the like marketing conversation around lunch. We'll have a little more time today than we did yesterday. I think most people are going to stay here to eat.
I feel it on the front too. Up between on your leg side too. That feels good. Oh, that feels great.
Up or you wanna go?
Oh,
Let's go towards the
That
toes.
is so
Down
good.
towards the cheekbone.
Yeah, you pull up.
Perfect.
You are?
No,
Right there.
Wow.
Not too much.
it's just
That's
gentle.
good.
I can
Wow.
use my knuckles for this.
This is really, that feels good. Good from before.
Oh, yeah.
You get lower back pain and all that.
It's not too pointy
It
at all.
makes it,
You know?
It's not too pointy at all.
handle.
I know.
Also, you need to strip.
Because what they do, they just dig in this stuff and
Yeah, kind of like
just
folded
like around the
around
legs.
She's just angled from this down.
No, my legs.
Yeah.
You're making it worse.
On the
Instead of helping me, you're not
So
helping.
you're
You're torturing me.
putting this on the table.
You say what?
She worked on me and I couldn't even lean against the counter. I was like,
that one
so
It was
bad.
disturbing.
I don't know if I'm that functional.
Traumatizing the tissue.
That's a workout for me.
Well, that's,
Mine is.
we call it a
Yeah.
punisher.
That's a good one.
But keep in mind, I'm
We do.
a weenie baby. So most people would be like,
But she has people that come from her all the time.
oh,
There are people that like this.
I know. They want
How about this
if they don't
water?
About an hair.
I like that.
Okay.
Gotta
Good.
go
I worked for a lady who
up or
massaged
down?
horses,
Go up
and
and go medial.
they
There
loved
you
it.
go.
right there.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, that's
Stretch your body too, man.
Let's
See
do
that?
deep.
See if I can
How's
remove
that?
hair and see
You think
how-
horses would like time massage?
Okay.
Who?
Horses?
Do horses enjoy mobilization and massage?
Yes.
Like most mammals, probably
I
yes.
would say yes.
This horse massage.
Tortoises,
There's an industry.
tortoises, not so
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
I mean, it's just been like two.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So what I would like to see is eventually, when it comes to compression, I had one young lady who was and what I think they need is actually suspension. You put the horse down and have suspension over the horse means you can use your legs and feet.
Wants to do
It would be like natural to the horse too. in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be like, because I mean, they're so much larger than we are,
Yeah.
but it would be a little closer to,
And up here, all you do is just bring up my leg,
Uh-huh.
fingers underneath. There you go.
Am I,
And-
am I
yeah,
far
you're
enough?
good. Yeah, I'm already getting. Ooh.
Are you okay? You okay?
That's the
Yeah.
spot right there.
Good. You just use your forearm?
Exactly. Yep.
A little.
Oh,
Do you straighten or
yeah,
do
you
you
can
just?
do both.
Oh,
Yeah, however you want to mobilize.
Yeah.
Sure.
the biggest challenge I have currently is trying to figure out
That feels really good, Diana.
how to structure curriculum and walk people along to suspension. Because once you get to suspension, you're getting to industry disruption. The only problem is I feel like Uber and I don't have an app. I can't digitize body work. I need therapists who understand mat-based body mechanics to build them up. The challenge is, how many therapists understand mat-based body mechanics? Very few.
Oh,
Because they don't typically work on mats to begin with.
oh, that's perfect.
You okay?
Do you want me to come this side?
Sure.
So it'll be kind of even.
Yeah.
Now, how far up would you go? Would you just kind of like stay right here, maybe
Yeah,
a little
I
higher?
mean-
Do you kind of just mess
Yeah,
around
I
with it?
just kind of, yeah, I mean, because that's gonna get all the.
Is that good right there?
So as, you know, yes, that's
So
good.
far, right?
That was excellent.
Thank you. Because I was trying to figure out how you did that yesterday. I was like, oh, I want to learn that.
That's so good, like right there, just doing deep compression.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so good.
That's cool.
Ooh, that intensified, yeah.
You're not doing much work, right?
No, I'm just barely
You
moving
looked
your
at it
leg.
before.
So instead of having this, yeah, I really want this as much as possible.
Kind of.
How's that? Better?
It's like
Do I
pretty
feel
up there.
there?
Yeah, that feels
It's
better
what?
on the side.
It's like pretty up there, yeah.
What I'm trying to do is lift up your hip so your knee can fall
Yeah,
back.
it's fairly comfortable.
Okay.
Thank you, Robert.
Well, here's the thing, if you have this out here,
Oh, good.
what it does is it creates
Good,
this gap,
good.
so when you press on her hip, she has to like
Yeah,
contract
It like
because she's
goes in,
afraid of like her
feels-
hip
feels awkward.
splaying open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leg up higher.
That wasn't
Yeah,
how did it feel
Typically
like
what would
that?
happen, like even
Yeah.
this, if you were
Like
like
that.
When you
that,
have
Yeah.
this,
you
then
would
I like
lean
it
towards her
maybe,
body,
I
and
like
here's
the
what would happen.
stretching your here that I've never felt
Her hip would be
before.
more
That's why I was
like
like,
So just have her on here.
And from this position,
Oh,
she's more supported.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, no,
Yes,
yeah.
I felt it on
You
there.
look just far away and it looked like you really
That's why it was
really
My like sarcasm and like my
That was really
little
good. Actually,
like,
you
I
can-
guess I did look pretty worse.
No, I'm starting to get a spasm in my glute. I was like, oh, that's good. All right, so if you want to go face down, I'll work on the other side. He's better.
okay. Soften on both sides.
No pressure.
It's fine.
No.
But we can hold it.
It's now couples massage.
Bring this up.
That's good. You can use more pressures.
I really got to practice my knees though, because I got to tie mats, so I got to practice my knees.
Okay.
All right.
I need to.
Are you cool?
No. This is my bum side.
Okay, so I'll take it slow.
Okay.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
How are you doing?
Ooh, right there.
It's good?
Yeah.
Static or?
Static.
Okay.
Table tie is really the only table-based class that I teach because my love is mat work. It's 2 days because I couldn't stand standing up for 3 days. 2 days was what I could tolerate. I could probably make it a 4 or 5 day class if I wanted.
Good. Based on the information you
Yeah,
How does pressure do?
but it was like, so I have a tendency to go long. What I've started doing is doing shorter classes.
Yeah.
6 hours.
Instead of the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Students seem to
It
need
just- It just feels.
Yeah.
shorter time frames. It's sometimes too much information, it's kind of overwhelming them.
I'm actually gonna put this pillow like
Yeah, I
more
think once you
towards.
kind of
Inside?
start.
Okay, go ahead and lift that knee for me.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Okay,
wanna.
how's the pressure?
Okay.
Is that your spot?
Start doing some
Okay.
moves, the ones you
Keeping
keep
one
short
foot on
shit,
the-
or might be a little
The
bit.
table, so I don't intensify it.
So,
Done
yeah,
with
the
this.
other thing
Somewhat.
is, you can take class with me, you can ask questions, you've got the subscription service hopefully, you're gonna see other copies of this class. It's not in any way like I'm holding out on you. What I'm saying is, how do I portion the information that you can easily
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
it up?
Pressure
And
okay?
then students have different aptitudes, because some people just don't learn online. They don't learn via video or workbooks. Like some people, they're like, no, I'll buy the DVDs, but I don't want the workbooks. I don't learn reading. I'm like, oh, okay. I just provide it because I'm trying to supplement as we go. The other thing is, the stuff that we're doing here, if you come to the Time Massage Jam for $5, you come out on Thursday night, like I work on you, we give, receive, you'll do it again and again and again. It just makes biomechanical sense. You're gonna go, oh, yeah, no, I just, improvise it on a table.
How are you doing there?
Good.
Good. Do I need to move a little bit?
Yeah, you can go up if need be.
How's that?
Yep.
Okay. Medial.
Fundamentally,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a situation where I'm trying
Yeah.
to sell Uber to the cab industry.
The cat here?
And the cab industry is going, but we already,
Let me know if it's too
I'm
much
like,
pressure.
but this is
No,
more
we're good.
efficient,
Okay.
this is faster, this is easier, this is,
Maybe a little
they're
more.
like, this isn't massage. And I'm like, cool, so I have a license. And they're like,
Good?
no, you have to. I'm like,
I
oh.
won't feel like it's a constant thing.
Yeah. I mean, if I
So look at it from my perspective. When you go to school, most students are taught table-based work. That is the foundation. Basically, what I have to do is go, okay, get rid of your foundation. So let's start over on a map. Now the students like it, but what it does is it throws a monkey wrench into their curriculum as I come in. Because they're like, how dare this asshole question the way we do things?
How are you doing?
Good.
Okay.
But I have therapists that come in, I'm broke, my hands hurt. I'm like, I'm not broke, my hands don't hurt. I don't know what to say.
That's good.
And, you know, how far do you want to go?
Yeah.
How different do you want your practice to be? What sort of work do you
See,
want
that
to
was
do?
just lifting my foot off.
And when you lift
Yeah,
your
that
foot,
does-
it's
that
like
does
a
wonders for
pointy
pressure.
knee, a pointy knee.
Right.
Even talking to massage therapists and say, yeah, my practice is all mat based. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I don't even have a massage table. And they're like, what? Is that possible? I sat at a local school and I
wanna get a
told
mat.
the young lady, she was, I think, new in school. I told her the sessions were 3 hours, and she was like, I don't understand. What are you doing for 3 hours?
Relieving pain.